So, we're toppling a regime via spiritual awakening. And we've been so successful to the point that we're seeing it crumble before our very eyes. And it doesn't even feel real anymore. We can't even be bothered. We're doing our shadow work, we're healing things along the way. So, is that it? Are we done here? Oh, hell no. The chaotic, world collapsing, disoriented, emotionally devastating part of spiritual awakening is just phase one. That's the hard part. But what comes next will change your life forever. What comes next is not only discovering who you really are, who you were before the wounding, who you were without the conditioning, it is creating the you that you want to be. It is working together to create the world that we want to see. This is the good stuff. You ready? You ready? In the past few months, I've been focusing so much of my work here on TikTok and the 4am Club on helping people get stabilized during this chaotic and fearful time. I've given you tools, I've held circles, I've provided every opportunity to share my expertise as a healer because that's what was needed in that time frame. And while healing is always a part of a spiritual journey, we're always healing, we're always looking at our shadows, we're always uncovering a layer, that's not the bulk of it. After you do so much deep healing, you get to move in not only the maintenance phase, but the phase where healing becomes joyful and easy. Oh, I didn't know I was still thinking that. Yeah, I'm done with that. Bye. So everything else we get to do on a spiritual journey becomes more about creation, creativity, love, expansion, and joy. And this is where I'm going to be focusing on my work with you going forward. Oh, we're still going to laugh about the orange one. We're still going to resist through activism, through pulling away our intentions. We're still going to do all those things that brought us together in the first place. And we're going to get into the really exciting, expansive part of a spiritual journey and of walking the path of ascension. So here's what this looks like for you in the community if you choose to continue on this journey with me. Number one, I'm going to keep making TikToks, of course, because I love it. Won't stop, can't stop. But my topics are going to be more expansive. We're going to get into the cool, kooky, psychic story time. We're going to teach more about the other aspects of spirituality that aren't just about healing and that aren't just about ascension. I'm also going to be creating more YouTube specific content where I can get into the long form, because you know a girl likes to talk, where I can get into more long-form storytelling and teaching. So if you're not following me on YouTube now, please make sure you are. There is a link in my bio, and I'm at Gia Prism on YouTube. Now, most importantly, I'm going to be providing more events and more ways for you to work with me and with each other to create more community off of TikTok, off of social media, both in my circles, in my teachings, and in live events. That's right, it's finally time. I am going to be hitting the road. So watch for announcements from me as I figure out which cities, which locations, as I start to put the details into place. To make sure you are getting all the insights and information, all the updates, please make sure that you are signed up to receive my newsletter. That's a fancy way of saying you're putting your email address into my website so that when I send an announcement, you'll get it. You no longer have to rely on social media to make sure you're getting the information. Again, that link is where in the bio. Go sign up at my website. Now, what these events are going to look like going forward. As I do my in-person, live, on-stage, in-circle events, it's going to be like my light circles, to talk with you, to sit with you, to talk about what's going on, and then to bring through new insights, channeling information, plural, singular, channeled information, healing transmissions, live and on stage. It's going to be amazing. If you have been to a live event online, can you imagine the energy of when we get together in the same room? I'm so excited. Now, I will still be doing my events online, but what this is going to look like going forward is I'm going to be adding much more specialized events. So right now I just do 2 a month. I always do my monthly preview event, and then I do a second event mid-month that's more niche. Now again, mostly those have been focused on healing, like our light circles and like our channeled events, but I'm going to be adding more expansion specific topics. So we will be doing more trainings. How do I talk to my spirit guides? How do I open my intuition? How do I work with my psychic clairs? As well as activations and channeled sessions to bring through more joy, expansiveness, creativity, and It is finally, I've been saying it for months, it's finally time. I'm going to bring back more of my work as a channel for the greatest artists and visionaries of the 20th century. That's right. It is time to channel Bowie. It's time to channel Prince. It's time to bring that aspect of my work going forward so that you can experience it firsthand. And the reason it's time is because it is on its way. I don't know when. We've been burned by wind before. But the reason so many of us are feeling kind of floaty and disconnected from all of that stuff is we are transitioning into the new. We are moving out of that paradigm where the big, bad, scary politicians have the power to hurt and affect us in such a way that we cannot move forward. We've moved out of that paradigm and we are stable in it. We're stabilizing in it. So it is now time to move forward into our expansion. I am so excited. Can you see how excited I am? I'm so excited. I've waited my whole lifetime, many lifetimes, for this moment where we get to move into the new earth, expansive, create the new, become the superhuman, move beyond all we've ever been before. It is so exciting. I can't stand it. So please make sure you're following. If you're seeing this and you want to be following, please double check. TikTok does a thing. They remove my followers all the time. So make sure you're following. Make sure your email is signed up. All the things. If you want to be along for this journey, come one, come all. It's going to be incredible. I am so excited.